I'm 53. It has been several years. Where are all the good men? I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired.
Many women met their husband in their 20s, the man that they loved the most, and they left him, many of them, for infidelity. Now, what they will tell you is that it was the right choice, but deep down, they know they will never love their husband the way that they loved that guy. And deep down, men know if they are that guy, or they're not that guy. And typically, they will never love him, and they should have forgave it and been happy with that guy. Instead, what they'll do is they will try to convince you that they are winning. Ladies, it does not mean you are a bad person if you were not raised right. But the question is, what do you want? And maybe it's time to start learning what the men want and improving. You can't help where you're at now, but you can always improve. And you should look at this as an opportunity, because there is much opportunity for women that choose to get in shape, have no tattoos, treat a men right, and you are pleasant to be around. You can stand out easily.
No matter the path you take, whether it's staying in the relationship or going through the divorce, both situations take work. Staying in a relationship takes work to have a healthy marriage. And when you decide or whatever to pull the trigger on divorce, you're going to have an entire set of new things to work on going through your divorce. And then multiply that by 10 if you have children. So if you're watching this and you think your partner is about to leave you, or you're considering leaving your partner, you have to choose your hard, because both are hard. And relationships forever are going to take work. You might think that this relationship is too much work for you, and then you move on to somebody else, but surprise, you're going to have to work in that relationship too. So if you haven't even been to therapy with your partner, if you've not picked up a self-help book or listened to podcasts, I'm telling you, before you make the jump to divorce, especially with children, start with that. Start with doing some work, because when you go through a divorce, it is an entire, it takes work to leave somebody. It's not just you sign some papers. When kids are involved, it's not you just sign some papers and you move on. You then have to figure out how to co-parent with somebody that you believe is your enemy. You have to figure out how to pay all of your bills by yourself and be a solo parent. You're going to have to find a new community of friends, because the old community that you were in no longer can relate to you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people say before you divorce. I'm telling you, the dynamics change. You might have somebody who brings you to court every 6 months. We call them frequent filers. You're only going to see your kids half the time, most likely, which also means you're going to be sharing holidays. So you're going to spend some holidays probably alone without your children. You literally are going to miss out on half of your children's lives. Half. It is the most painful thing.
Here's some tough love for today. You're wondering where all the good men are, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you. They're pretty much everywhere. At work, at school, at home, at the grocery store, wherever you can think of. But the problem is, women are not able to find them anymore, and there's a very important reason why that is. We do a lot of research daily on dating and dating advice and what's out there right now, and what we find is unfortunately horrifying. The advice that's out there that's given to women to be successful in love is ridiculous. And all these women go on a date and use these new tactics they just learned about to be successful in love. And you know what happens? It backfires, because a good man can sense that from a mile away. So let's go back to our original question. Where are all the good men? Well, they're tired of getting foodie calls. They're tired of being friend zoned. They're tired of approaching women and getting rejected over and over again. And they don't want to do it anymore. And some of them are, you know what, I gave up on dating. Just like most good women out there say the same thing. So let's change dating for the better and stop all the games and the manipulation tactics. Good men will not fall for that, just like good women should not fall for any of the games or the booty calls or whatever it is. Let's do better.
The court notified me that my final decree of divorce has been approved by the judge. I know that it sucks being alone. I come home and I'm alone. I go everywhere alone. I don't hardly talk to him anymore. I don't blame him. I filed for the divorce. So I'm sure people are wondering, well, you filed. Why are you so upset? Why are you crying? Just because you make a decision that you think is going to end up making things better doesn't mean that you have to give up the fact that you love that person or that you did it because you were trying or whatever. I've never met anybody like him, and I've never loved anybody like him either, but I don't want a divorce. I still am very much in love with my husband.